Hello everyone, myself Sowmya, Assistant Professor in CSE AIML Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this video, I am going to discuss about public blockchain. Coming to the overview of this presentation covers what is a public blockchain, what are the different characteristics of public blockchain, what are the different blockchain layers, the blockchain architecture, and different popular public blockchains, examples of public blockchains we are going to discuss in this video. So coming to the public blockchain. So in the previous videos, we have discussed about the different types of blockchains like public blockchain, private blockchain, consortium blockchain, and hybrid blockchain. So under that, we are discussing about the public blockchain now. So public permissionless blockchain is synonymous with the public blockchain. So generally, these two are synonymous in the sense, in place of public blockchain, we can also use public permissionless blockchain. So public itself is saying that it's permissionless, right? No, we don't need to take a permission. So everyone, that means everyone can access the network, everyone can validate the node. So whatever we want, every operation we can do, anyone can do without taking any permission. So that's why public permissionless and public blockchain both are synonymous. So in place of one, we can use other also. So one does not need any permissions to read or access a transaction, initiate a transaction, or participate in the consensus mechanism to create a block. So no one needs to take permission in the public blockchain or public permissionless blockchain. So we can read a transaction, we can initiate a transaction, we can participate in the consensus process also. That means to validate a block, we can directly participate in the public blockchain without taking any permission. Participants and nodes remains anonymous through high cryptographic protocols. So participants or nodes are anonymous, and the sense, for example, if I have 4 nodes in the network, one node doesn't know about the other node. So or one person doesn't know about the other person. So all the participants are anonymous here, even if it is a public blockchain. Coming to the key characteristics. So the organization type is, of course, we know it is a public blockchain, and here this is a symbol which we are using for the public blockchain. So we have a lock symbol here, but that is open. That means the lock is already open. Directly we can enter into that without having any key. And coming to the users. So just now we discussed users are anonymous. So but web tracking and cookies pose at risk to privacy. For example, I am using some system to use that public blockchain or to participate in the network or any validation process. Then the system will be having some IP, right? So I can track this IP. The blockchain, using blockchain, they can track this IP address, or using cookies information, we can get that users information. But users are still anonymous if we don't track that. If we don't go into depth for tracking, web tracking or cookies information, then the users are anonymous. And coming to the access, it is open access and transparent to all. So just now we have seen that anyone can participate in the network, anyone can read the transaction also. So it is open to all, everyone can participate in the network, and transparent to all. We can read any transaction which is available in the public blockchain. Coming to the network type, of course we know it is a decentralized, 0 points of values. There is no central authority to take the permission here. So each node has equal access in the network. Each node has equal authority to take the decision here. 0 point of failure in the sense, if one server or if one node fails, then the network doesn't fail. The remaining all the nodes will work as usual. Why? Because they all have the equal authority, as well as they also have the data with them. So it is not only decentralized, it is also distributed. That means each and every node have one copy of the updated ledger. For example, if you consider this node has failed, then the remaining 3 will work as usual. Why? Because they all have the updated copy and they also have the equal rights in the network. So that's why it is called as 0 points of failure. There is no point of failure here. And coming to the operation, anyone can read or initiate or receive the transaction. As it is a public blockchain, anyone can read or anyone can write a transaction, or anyone can initiate, or anyone can validate the transaction. All these can be possible in the public blockchain. And coming to the verification, so in operation, in the sense, we can read or we can write, and coming to the verification, the validation process, also anyone can do here. Anyone can be a node and take part in the consensus process to validate the transaction and to create a block. And coming to the immutability, of course it is immutability. All blockchains are immutable. Once if we write any transaction, we can't overwrite that. We can't overwrite that. So that's the process, immutability. And next, consensus mechanism used in this public blockchain are POW and POS, proof of work and proof of stake. So already we have discussed about different consensus mechanisms in the previous videos. So if you have any doubts regarding POW or POS, you can go through with that videos. Coming to the incentivization. So incentivizes miners to grow the network. For example, just now we discussed about the validation of block. So if any node is, if any node or if any person or if any miner is validating a transaction, then he is going to incentivize with some bitcoins. So that process is called as incentivization. This is generally available in public blockchain. Coming to the security. Security based on consensus protocols and hash functions. Higher the security, lower the performance. So using some consensus protocols and hashing functions, we are going to provide the security here. So inside the block, the transactions will be stored in terms of hash. So using that hash function, no one can read the transactions directly. Of course, we can read the transaction, but using this, you are providing some sort of security for your transactions. Coming to the trust, it is trust free. Why? Because the users are anonymous. We don't know anyone in the who are present inside the network. So this is a trust free system. Coming to the transaction speed, so it is very slow. Why? Because here we are using POW, which takes more time to validate a block. So and to create a block also, it will take 10 minutes. So which is more, very more. Coming to the energy consumption, it is very high. As I told you, POW uses more resources to perform this validation process. For that purpose, the energy consumption is very high. Coming to the scalability, of course, it is limited. So if it is a small scale application, then it will work fine. But if it is a large scale application or the number of nodes are more, then the performance of this public blockchain may be decreased. So next topic is blockchain layers or the blockchain architecture, we can say. So in blockchain architecture, we have 3 different layers here. So which will provide the relationship between blockchain, cryptocurrency, protocols and tokens. So this blockchain layers diagram will provide a relationship among all these things. So blockchain is the technology which we know already. So this technology will be represented using layer 1. And behind this, various cryptocurrencies are there. Using this blockchain technology, different persons, they have derived different cryptocurrencies. Those are available in the layer 2. And in the layer 3, we have the tokens. Next, we will discuss that. So in the layer 2, we have cryptocurrencies. Under this cryptocurrencies, we have so many cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. So many cryptocurrencies are there. So layer 2 not only defines the different coins, but also describes the protocols of the respective currencies. So we have different currencies, cryptocurrencies in the layer 2. The layer 2 will also specify this protocol. So what do you mean by protocol in terms of blockchain? So in blockchain, protocol defines various consensus mechanism, signature mechanism, public usages, cryptography related rules. So all these rules, what are the cryptocurrency mechanisms we are using, what is the consensus mechanism it is using, what is the signature, digital signature mechanism it is using, what is the cryptographic algorithm it is using, all these things will be specified in the layer 2. So what is layer 1? Layer 1 indicates the blockchain technology, the technology itself, and coming to the layer 2, it will specify the different cryptocurrencies along with their protocols. This is blockchain layer, the layer 1, And coming to the layer 2, it is specifying the different cryptocurrencies. Also the protocols which they are following. So different cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and we also have so many other cryptocurrencies. And coming to the layer 3. So layer 3 represent different tokens. So what do you mean by token and how it is different from the cryptocurrency, or how it is different from the coin, we will discuss in the next slide. But here if you see the diagram, the Bitcoin is not having any token and Ripple is also having, it's not having any token. But coming to the Ethereum, it is having different tokens like TRX, SNT, PPT and PNP. So we'll discuss what are all these. So layer 3 consists of tokens. So tokens are nothing but it's the idea behind what people are building and serve as a symbol for an underlying contract. So before discussing about this layer 3, first we will see what's the difference between a coin, a cryptocurrency coin, and a token. So coin is nothing but a coin is a digital asset that operates on its own blockchain. So for every cryptocurrency, it has its own blockchain. For example, if we consider a Bitcoin has its own blockchain network, public blockchain network. And if I take Ethereum, Ether is a cryptocurrency here. So Ether is following Ethereum blockchain. So for every cryptocurrency, it has some underlying blockchain concept. It is typically used as a form of currency or medium of exchange within the blockchain network. So generally coin in the sense it's a form of cryptocurrency, just like Bitcoin or Ethereum, Ether or Ripple. So all these are different types of coins. We can maintain them as cryptocurrencies in the digital wallet. Whereas the token is not a cryptocurrency. A token is a digital asset created and managed on an existing blockchain. So already we have some existing blockchain. Using that blockchain, you're creating a token. It is a digital asset. It's simply a digital asset, but it's not a cryptocurrency. So typically using a smart contract. So to create a token or to maintain a token, what we need here, we need a smart contract. So already we have discussed about the smart contract. It is a automatic executable code which is present inside the blockchain. So tokens can represent various assets or utilities and are often built on top of the other blockchains such as Ethereum. So tokens are not actually exactly cryptocurrencies, but they are digital assets. So this is the main difference between the coin and token. So for some cryptocurrencies they have tokens, but some cryptocurrencies they don't have any tokens. Now if we observe that, so Bitcoin and Ripple doesn't have any tokens. So as we have seen the diagram, Bitcoin doesn't have any tokens and Ripple is also not having any token, whereas Ethereum is having different types of tokens here. So Ethereum has hundreds of tokens. So not only these 4 which we mentioned in the diagram, it has hundreds of tokens. So that's about the blockchain architecture. In the blockchain architecture, we have 3 layers, not exactly blockchain architecture. So it's only the layers which we have in the blockchain. So the initial layer indicates the blockchain technology. The second layer indicates different cryptocurrencies and their protocol. And the third layer indicates about the tokens. And coming to the next topic, popular public blockchain. So here we are not discussing depth about these blockchain. I'm just mentioning only what are the different public blockchains we have. So basically we have so many public blockchains, but the main or popular public blockchains are Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Bitcoin is the first blockchain created. We know the history of blockchain. So Bitcoin was the first blockchain which has been evolved, and the second blockchain is the Ethereum. So these two both are public blockchains. So that's the end of this video. In this video, we have discussed about what is a public blockchain, what are the different characteristics of public blockchain, what are the different blockchain layers we have, and examples of public blockchain. Thank you.